Good morning, guys. Today is Monday and I am so happy. I have today off, tomorrow off. Jason and I head to Orlando on Wednesday. So we have another Buff Bunny collection launch coming up. I'm gonna do my glam, drink my coffee, and unfortunately it's a little rainy outside. We're gonna go do a little photo shoot and we have tons more to accomplish. So I'm gonna take you along my day. Just us not understanding personal space. What's going on, buddy? So I guess I'll do a little chatty bit for a minute while I'm getting ready. I went and got my nails done for vacation. I wanted to go with like a spooky nail, but didn't want to be too crazy just because Halloween's a week from today. And then, you know, then it's Thanksgiving and everyone gets into Christmas mode. Jason and I are usually like into Christmas mode the second we come home. Launch like came up real quick. I knew there was another launch, but I didn't know it was gonna be at this point in time or so big. I'm not upset about whatsoever. I just had to kind of readjust the schedule for Jay and I in terms of what I was doing on what days, but it worked out so good that I took a couple extra days off from work to get myself prepared. If you don't do that, I 10 out of 10 recommend a mental health aspect of being able to just get yourself ready, like do laundry. I got bills I gotta pay. You know, there's just simple things like that. I'm extra and I always use 2 foundations. But yeah, just to be able to get some of that stuff done. I've got to get food prepped for the dogs. That is where raw feeding can be like a little bit challenging because it's just a lot of work, and Jason's parents are super kind and they come and they stay at our house for the entire week and watch the dogs for us and take care of them, and they love Jason's parents, so it works out really well versus trying to board them. I've got to get food ready, got a couple things I want to go grab for the trip. I've also got a couple packages coming in today. I did like a small order from Windsor and then they canceled like half my order. I got a Halloween costume and then they canceled like the Halloween costume portion of it. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna try to go out and recreate it myself or just wait till we're in Orlando. But you're technically not supposed to dress up for Halloween Horror Nights like in costume, just because they don't want you to be like, they don't want you to confuse yourself with the actors or whatever, but they do let you dress on theme. I mean, come on. We're adults going down to Halloween Horror Nights, so they do allow us to. Possibly some last minute shopping, but not critical. Jason and I always rent a car when we go to Orlando, so if I need to grab anything, like that's usually the first thing we do is like get a car and we'll go to Walmart or go wherever to stock up on stuff. So honestly, just the way we do it makes it so much easier if I forget something. However, packing for this trip is very, very challenging for me because Jason and I always work out when we're down there. So they have a cute little gym at the hotel. So I'll pack workout clothes for working out, and then I will need outfits for the daytime. I look crazy. I'll need outfits for the daytime, which half the time I end up wearing my Buff Bunny collection clothing because it's comfortable, so it's perfect for a warm day, but also like going to the parks during the day, it makes things really comfortable. But then I'll also want to pack like normal clothes in case we go do normal things. Then at nighttime, we have the frequent fear pass, so we can essentially go to Halloween Horror Nights as many times as we want. And I kind of like dressing a little, I don't want to say themey, but I like to dress a certain way for Halloween Horror Nights, you know? So then I need an outfit to work out, an outfit for the daytime, and an outfit for Halloween Horror Nights. And then I need options. So that ends up being a lot of outfits, which aren't heavy in the suitcase, but it's the shoes that always get to me. The shoes and the accessories. So trying to either be smart and not overpack or say F it and just like pack an additional suitcase. I never know what the best thing to do is because I also don't want to run my suitcase to the brim because I always buy things when we're down there. Like I always buy some Halloween Horror Nights merch. Sometimes we go shopping when we're down there, so they have great outlet malls. So I just kind of want to be prepared to, you know, have all the things, but I'm the worst packer ever. So it ends up really stressing me out, just like thinking about packing. My favorite lip combo I always get asked about is very neutral, but it's classic and I need to re-up on it actually, is the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. Just getting teeny. It's just like a really subtle nude. I feel like it goes with literally any lip look you want to do. And then my go-to 9 times out of 10 when you see a photo shoot or a review video, what I'm wearing is the matte Honey Love, which again, that's all she's got left in the bullet. So it's just kind of, I won't get too up and close and personal with my face, but I think the two look really good together. And then if I want to do like a little gloss action on top of it, I have this Kylie High Gloss, it's called, that kind of looks nice on top of it. But keeping the makeup look simple today, I am just going to throw on a little bit of a fake lash, just because I feel like I have very small hooded eyes, and the fake lash just kind of helps like open things up a bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. What else was I gonna say? The Sephora sale is coming. I know this is very makeup-y, but the Sephora sale I think is coming the end of the month. So if you have any recommendations or must-haves that you're gonna get, let me know. Comment that below. I need to clean out a lot of my makeup. It looks like I have a lot, but I have a lot of stuff I need to throw out. I have a lot of stuff that's actually all out that I've kept just so I know like color-wise what I've liked, but I think I need to just get rid of stuff. So anyways, we're gonna finish getting ready. These guys were just sleeping on me the whole time. See where Jay's at and head out to the photo shoot. Okay, we are here at Green Lakes wearing the overalls for the twisted tent crop, a couple of my favorites, and we're gonna do a very quick and condensed photo shoot. That way we have some content. It's actually a beautiful fall day out. It was raining and it got a little bit nicer. So here's location number 1. It's better for photos, Jason says, when it's overcast. So we good? Mans is getting ready over there. We're back from the photo shoot. It went pretty well. We did what we could with the energy we had. Got some food because I was starving. I'm trying out this little drink. It is a Gatorade Fit, healthy, real hydration, no added sugar. It kind of reminds me of Primes, but this has more sodium in it. Potassium, not a crazy ton, sodium milligrams, 60 milligrams, I can't talk. I bought them because I was gonna go for a run, but I have a lot I need to take care of first before I can go for a run. I just feel like I want to be able to enjoy my cardio. I know that may sound weird to some of you, but oftentimes I do cardio because I enjoy the process of it, how I feel during it. Not always, but usually, and then how I feel afterwards. So I got this more so for after the run, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good for just drinking too, I'll be honest, 10 calories. Anyways, my Windsor package came. It's a little janky there, but I thought I'd open it up and just show you a few things I got. Like I mentioned, my Halloween costume got refunded to me, so that's a bummer. But I know I grabbed a few other little bits, so let's see what I got. If it's worth it. Honestly, sometimes with these stores, their prices aren't as cheap. Like I got one little coat that's $52. Everything was quite pricey. 40 bucks? I don't remember stuff being $40. Good God. Yeah, okay. Anyways, we shall see if it's worth it. So here's the first one. It is a black. I have so many coats, but I just like having different layering pieces, especially for nighttime at Halloween Horror Nights. It can get a little chilled. So this was kind of like a black faux leather jacket. Try it on real quick for you to see how it looks. But this one was pricier at $50, so guess I could have put on some studio lighting, but I won't now because it'll screw with the lighting. So let's see how this looks. Oh, I think it's cute. Obviously it doesn't necessarily like fit the vibe of this outfit, but you get the idea of it's got the mesh with a little bit of striped leather. It's not gonna keep me super warm, but it's just a nice little layering. Sorry, I keep looking in the monitor. I'm not used to filming myself. I'm used to Jason filming me. But I think it's cute. I will bring probably a bunch of stuff with me, but this is light. Ooh, cute. I kind of like the way it comes down right here too. Yeah. All right. I'm not mad at it, Windsor. So far, 1 out of 1, we're in good shape. Let's see what's next. I know I got like quite a few little, like I do a lot of faux leather, but I got a couple little corsety tops. I think I got one Halloween bit. I think this might be it. Let's see. So what I'm wearing right now is called the faux leather illusion striped jacket. I think this is my Halloween bit. This is the Spider Babe mesh graphic bodysuit, if that doesn't have Karakori written all over it. I don't know how, can you see that? It's very, very subtle on camera. Let's see if I put my hand through it, if you can tell. So it's just like a sheer bodysuit. Not gonna keep me too warm, but I'd probably just wear a black bralette or something underneath it. I do plan on, I think this year, if I remember, I want to do a reel of all of my Halloween Horror Nights outfits, or like a what I wore on vacation fashion edition. Let me know if that would interest you, if you like that idea. So I will do it. Okay, here's the first corset top I got. This is it's called the Hook and Eye corset crop top in the color fuchsia, which is not a color I would normally buy for myself. I can't believe this was, oh no, this was $29.90. Okay. Oh, I was looking at the sales tax. Okay. I mean, this is definitely just a cheap corset top, so let's see. I just thought this would be cute with a pair of jean shorts or jeans, a little skirt, just something basic. I got it in extra small, so hopefully that fits me okay, not being very chesty. Let's see if I can just slide her on. I don't know why, when it comes to shopping cheaper stores, I try to not grab stuff that I don't think I'll rewear, but sometimes when it comes to vacation, I know I'm gonna get stuff that I may only wear once, so not to be shitty, but I'd rather just buy cheaper stuff versus going really expensive, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, she's tight. Oh, I might get cleavage in this. I might need something underneath this in case I have an oops moment. Okay, this is with a sports bra underneath. Whew, yeah, that's suctioning tight. My goodness. I also just ate a very, very large lunch. I basically ate 2 lunches. Okay, you get the point. I think it works. I think it's cute. You can see the sports bra underneath, so this leads me to believe I'm gonna need some kind of coverage underneath this to keep it appropriate and PG. Moving on. It's the next piece I got. I think this is a longer sleeve bodysuit. I always get bodysuits. I got 3 corset crops. Maybe that's this. Oh, this is really cute. This is the Fierce Mood leopard print corset top. So it's an off the shoulder moment, which I like. I don't have much that's off the shoulder, and it does have a fuzz on it. It also has that same kind of corset top. I think that'll look cute. Little velour, velvety feel to it. Just a little something different. Definitely not something I would wear in my everyday life, a bit more vacation mode, but I thought that'd be cute. And 2 more pieces. Let me guess, both corsets. High Roads. Yeah, this is the High Roads faux leather corset crop. This felt very Halloween Horror Nights to me. So this one's strapless. I also don't have a lot that's strapless. And she's cute. It's just faux leather and kind of has that scoop there with a little bit of mesh on it. There's not much to her. And then on the back, it is just a zipper. Oh, it kind of has the mesh, all over it. So it gives me a little vampire-y vibes. Hopefully that fits okay. Another one I thought would look cute. I have leather shorts. I have a leather mini skirt, a couple pieces like that. I like to wear cute little things like that at nighttime and live my best life. So the last piece is another corset. Shocker, this is a corset haul. And I went with red. So look at me, I didn't just get all black. I got red and I got pink. This one I'm not sure how it's gonna work because it actually has the boob. When it has the boobs kind of cupped out, when you have small chesticles and it doesn't fit in there, sometimes it makes you look even smaller than normal. That doesn't look like an extra small to me. Are we sure? Okay, it says extra small. We'll see. So that's the red one. It's kind of like the similar shape to the black one I got. The back side, it just looks like that. So another faux leather corset situation. So that was my Windsor haul. Stay tuned for vacation videos, and if you follow me on Instagram, like I said, I may do some little fashion-y reels of everything I'm wearing. I also bought this little hat from Spirits, so this might come with me. This is the kind of shit I like to wear when I'm at Halloween Horror Nights. No one judges me there. I live my best life, okay? Good morning, guys. Today is a new day. I look like shiitake at the moment, but pretty busy day, being less than 24 hours out before Jason and I go on vacation. And we have to wrap up this Driven series. So I have a lot of feels about it. We're gonna get through that, go through what I've learned from this and where I plan to go from here. So if you've joined me during this journey, I appreciate you so much for the support you've given, not only myself, but others within this community. And even if you just committed and made a couple good changes throughout this process, please give yourself that credit. Remember, this is more than a final weigh-in. This is about making lifestyle changes that you can continue with for the long term. So if you were able to modify one little thing in your life behaviorally that you do different now, then you should feel proud and feel good about that. So that is a success. Why is that so hard? But yeah, I've got to do my final body scan. So I'm going to do that right now. So I have those results for you. And I just wanted to share with you my Halloween Horror Nights phone case. Not really. This is from Etsy. This is actually from the same person I got one from last year. She does these herself. But I think it's really cool. I already got compliments on it today when I was in BJ's shopping. You know, people kind of go one way or the other when they see you walking around with a phone case like this. But anyways, let's get this scan done and see what the results bring. And just a reminder, because I get asked about this app a lot, it's called Me360. It is a free app that you can download. So is it perfect? No, it's definitely not. But for me, it gave me some starting numbers and it gave me an idea of how to assess any trends that I saw here. And before we get into the meat and potatoes of my results, while the body scan is processing, I need some breakfast. I am starving. So I'm going to use one of these easy peasy Bob's Red Mill oatmeals. These are just the plain classic ones. I don't know why, something about his oats does it for me. That's got flax and chia in there. This I tried at the Food Nutrition Expo when I went, and it's so freaking good. If you've never had sun butter, it's just a really nice alternative to nut butter, or if you have a nut allergy, obviously, and can have sunflower seeds, then there you go. This is the chocolate version, so a little bit sweeter. Obviously, it has sugar in it. But yeah, we're gonna put a little blobber of that on my oats, and additionally, you already know, but I'm gonna make my protein coffee because it's getting to late afternoon, well, 11:40, so that's usually when I like to make up my coffee. Just wanted to show you guys how thick Bob's is, how thick his oats are. I don't use as much water as it asks for just because I'm team thick oats. Yes, honey, look at that. Hi friends, the 6-week Driven Cut series is coming to an end, and I want to take you through my final results here and just overall what I've accomplished in 6 weeks, which, just to preface this, if you're coming here for the first time and haven't watched any of this series so far, 6 weeks is a really short time frame, and many people, I think, expect to see these crazy results as quickly as possible over a short period of time, and maybe that'll work for you if you are doing something extreme, likely not sustainable, however. So I ventured out to do this cut in a sustainable way with just wanting to make some changes prior to vacation so that I could, look good, feel good, and just feel like I have accomplished something. So keep that in mind. The journey here was not necessarily to get as shredded as possible or do anything extreme. I'm not in a place in my life where I want to do that anymore. At least not right now. There's always the little part of me that wants to compete again, but I'm just not there because I just I'm in such a good place with what I've accomplished. So anyways, checking in for today. The scale bebopped real quick, but I think final weigh-in was 110.8, which is what I was yesterday as well. But we'll throw up a chart here of my overall results the past few months because I like to look at trends. You don't have to use weight as a data source, but I prefer to. I don't attach any emotion to it one way or the other. If my weight's up, my weight's up. If my weight's down, it's down. I try not to be happy or negative one way or the other. If you do start to feel like you're having emotions associated with it, then that's maybe when you need to scale back. It really shouldn't be an emotional thing. It's data, and that's purely all it is. It's one tiny piece of the pie, right? But overall, it does look like I've dropped about 3 pounds in 6 weeks, which actually is quite crazy for me being such a small frame person. That ends up being about overall on average 0.5 pound a week. And I'm really pleased with that. I actually was not expecting to have these kinds of results, not in just regards to what the scale says, but just how I have visually seen my body change, which for me has been the most impressive. And I focused more on that versus the scale, quite honestly. And Jason and I even just did a photo shoot this past weekend for the Off the Grid lunch, and you saw a couple clips of that in this video, and I could tell, even Jason sent me a photo from it, just being able to see my body differently now. I can see my triceps coming out now. My arms have a little bit more shape to them. And quite honestly, those were some of my goals, was just having my arms look a bit more toned and fit for those aesthetic goals. I just wanted to visually feel like I looked fitter. So I do feel like I have accomplished that. In terms of feeling fitter, I feel better than I ever have, quite honestly. I had really good habits in place prior to coming into this cut, and I just want to say, spending 6 weeks focusing on myself with a set goal has been so good for my mindset and just other areas of my life. I am definitely someone that needs to have some kind of goal for myself to work towards. And there's other things in our lives that take up our time and our priorities. But regardless of that, I think it's really important to carve out some kind of goal for yourself. And it doesn't have to be fitness related. It can just be spending time reading a book. Maybe you feel like you never have time to yourself to just sit down and read a couple chapters of a book, and you love reading books, but you can't find that time for yourself. So maybe set a goal for that and carve out that time. And when you actually stick to it and show up for yourself and set yourself as a priority, regardless of having a family and having kids and having whomever that you are responsible for within your life, you have to show up for yourself, and it has to be important for you to do that. And I think actually doing that for myself this past 6 weeks while balancing it as best I could with everything else on my plate between traveling and work and a busy work schedule, busy personal work schedule with YouTube, doing these videos consistently put a bit more on my plate, having 2 Buff Bunny launches close together. So there was a lot of things in addition to managing my workload at the hospital with time off. There were so many things. This is literally the busiest month of my life and I love it. But I was also able to carve out that time for me. And I actually craved it when I didn't even need to go do my cardio. I craved going to do my cardio because that was my me time, whether it was fucking around on YouTube, watching something good, or answering my DMs, or just, being in my own head, listening to music, or doing a Peloton class. I really looked forward to it. And there wasn't really any of this I dreaded. So for me, that's the biggest takeaway. This has been just really good for me overall in my own mental health. And I've also shown myself in terms of just having a better understanding of my body and how it works, my sleep levels. I already knew this, but it 100% dictates my mood, my energy, my eating choices. So kind of making sure I was tracking that each week and sharing that with you guys was very telling for me and made a lot of sense in terms of how my mood was that particular week, or how difficult it was for me to make healthier eating choices. I also learned with my movement that I like to use working a sedentary job as an excuse, but I am more than capable of getting quite a few steps in my day. I've really proven that throughout this series. My average daily steps increased quite a bit, although this past week I scaled back significantly just because with everything going on pre-vacation, I wanted to prioritize my health over grinding and getting a ton of steps. So I had a reduction in steps this past week, but nonetheless, I showed myself that when I actually make it important, when I make it a priority, regardless of working a computer job and regardless of commuting and having a lot of my time taken up sitting at a desk, or sitting, I should say, I am capable of actually accomplishing anything I damn well please. And I think that was just such a big takeaway for me overall in this whole experience. Beyond just the physical changes, I just feel so much more confident in my skills. I don't know if they're really skills, but I feel more confident just in myself and what I am capable of. So I think that's the coolest part of all of this. So it was such a fun journey. If you did like this series, I hope, you've gone through and watched the whole playlist. We'll have that there for you. Now that I'm going to be pivoting towards vacation tomorrow, my thing with vacation and one of the common questions I get with clients after a cut is, where do I go from here? What do I do? And it's like this panic, like you haven't thought about what the next step is. When in actuality, what you're doing in your cut, it shouldn't be that crazy different than what you're doing in regular life. Maybe you just start eating a little bit more than you normally would. Maybe you go back to eating out on occasion because you enjoy that. Maybe you stop tracking and go back to intuitive eating. Maybe you don't go so cuckoo crazy over the cardio sessions. There's so many different things that can be done there. It's going to vary person to person. For myself, I don't see a ton changing. For vacation, I'm not going to track because I just don't personally track with traveling. I don't think it's necessary for me. I'm capable of kind of being aware of what my body needs, honoring that. I really do try to prioritize protein. I kind of think about some of the special treats and things I'd like to have when I'm on my trip and just balance it out throughout the day. Still make sure I get in vegetables, make sure I'm hydrating. I still do all the normal things that I do to take care of my body because it's what makes my body feel good, not because I have to, but I like to still do the things that I know make my body feel the healthiest while having some special indulgences while I'm down there. Jason and I walk a ton. We train when we're down there. It's our normal lifestyle stuff, just with a bit more movement and, some different fun things. And plus I plan on drinking when I'm down there. So, so nothing crazy. And then when I come back from the trip, I don't expect a ton to change, but we can talk more about that in upcoming videos where I'm going to go from here. I didn't really make crazy changes to my lifestyle that weren't sustainable. So I plan on kind of continuing on this route with where I'm at with prioritizing myself. So that's the plan. If you have certain videos that you would like to see from me while I am down in Orlando, whether it be how I eat when I'm in a new location, I can do full days of eating, I can just take you through what workouts look like on vacation, things of that nature. We'll definitely have some vlogs just showing what Jay and I live for year to year. But be sure to comment below what you would like to see in those videos. This is going to be the last one for the Driven series, and I may have just a slight hiatus so that Jason can take a little break off from editing and we can both just enjoy each other. So that's going to be it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this series and I appreciate you coming along for this ride with me. But we're not done yet. We're not. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, post notification bell, do all the things. I'll see you in Orlando, bitches.